चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुमा केसरी।
Digital India is marching in full swing and with high spirits to achieve the target of digital democracy. Some sectors like auto, real estate, fintech and electronics are fueling this growth. The drivers of growth will be recognized at the Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards. Nominations open now. Stay tuned.
चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुमा केसरी।
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study in brilliance. Semiconductors, space tech, EVs, fintechs, health techs, and more. Entrepreneurs driving India's brand new success story deserve a salute. Republic Business is all set to host its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. If you think your work qualifies, if you think you could inspire hundreds at home and beyond, do apply or nominate. For more details, log on to www.rbeta.in.
Tulimsikilizana wenyewe.
Co-powered by Simpolo Tiles and Bathware.
QS&T achieved the world's foremost university rankings. Organizations have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुमा केसरी।
Digital India is marching in full swing and with high spirits to achieve the target of digital democracy. Some sectors like auto, real estate, fintech and electronics are fueling this growth. The drivers of growth will be recognized at the Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards. Nominations open now. Stay tuned.
चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study in brilliance. Semiconductors, space tech, EVs, fintechs, health techs, and more. Entrepreneurs driving India's brand new success story deserve a salute. Republic Business is all set to host its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. If you think your work qualifies, if you think you could inspire hundreds at home and beyond, do apply or nominate. For more details, log on to www.
Co-powered by Simpolo Tiles and Bathware.
QSMT achieved. The world's foremost university rankings organizations have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
With over 1,12,718 startups igniting innovation, driving digital growth. Over 800 million internet users are bridging distances and strengthening bonds across the globe, making India the third largest digitalized country in the world, accounting for around 46% of the world's real-time digital transactions. To celebrate the makers and shakers behind Digital India and India's phenomenal digital yatra, Republic Business is delighted to bring its inaugural Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards.
चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Supreme's over 9,000 and more plumbing and drainage products and water tanks are made from high-quality raw materials and innovative designs. Supreme Total Piping Solutions, with you for a lifetime.
चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
For a country taking bold strides in economic growth and scientific advancement, India's digital success story is a unique study in brilliance. Semiconductors, space tech, EVs, fintechs, health techs, and more. Entrepreneurs driving India's brand new success story deserve a salute. Republic Business is all set to host its first ever Emerging Technology Awards. If you think your work qualifies, if you think you could inspire hundreds at home and beyond, do apply or nominate. For more details, log on to www.r.
चल हो जा शुरू
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
In just a decade, India has transformed into a digital powerhouse. From classrooms to clinics, farms to finance, digitalization is revolutionizing every aspect of life. To celebrate the makers and shakers behind Digital India and India's phenomenal digital yatra, Republic Business is delighted to bring its inaugural Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards.
चल हो जा शुरू
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
In just a decade, India has transformed into a digital powerhouse. From classrooms to clinics, farms to finance, digitalization is revolutionizing every aspect of life. To celebrate the makers and shakers behind Digital India and India's phenomenal digital yatra, Republic Business is delighted to bring its inaugural Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Hello everyone. Hello viewers of Republic. Hello believers in Republic. And the best way probably to address all of you is as team members of Republic. I'm so happy, so proud today to be bringing you this broadcast from the new Republic headquarters. The new center of the Republic endeavor, the new epicenter of news in the country, and what will, without doubt, in months, not years, in days, not months, and as soon as possible, with all the effort at our command, the center of news, the epicenter of news for the entire world. Ladies and gentlemen, what we have put together today in what is undisputably Asia's largest news complex, Asia's singularly largest newsroom, Asia's largest news infrastructure for television and digital, is not just the physical infrastructure, ladies and gentlemen. It is, without doubt, a collective aspiration of a team of journalists and professionals from this country who are convinced about the future of our nation and the role that the news media has to play in taking the vision and the future of our country forward. For a very long time, as I've said in many of the promos that you've been seeing, for a very long time I've been evangelizing the idea of a global network from India, a global news organization. And at the core of this thought has been my belief that instead of talking about how we can do it, it is now time to actually do it. Instead of about saying that if we had the opportunity, if we had the resources, if we had the capital, then we would have put our human capital to good measure, to good use, and we would have achieved something. Ladies and gentlemen, Republic is not the most capital-rich organization. We are a group of journalists after all. But we have, without doubt, clarity of vision. And our vision is this, that if we put our effort together, if we understand our skills in technology, in news production, if we understand that we are not just good in terms of jugaad, but also good in terms of process, and if on top of it, if we can layer all of it with intellectual capital, with hard work, with clarity of enterprise, with positive energy, ladies and gentlemen, positive energy. But more than anything else, envelope all of this, envelope every single effort with this belief in our heart that our nation was always the greatest and is moving towards being a global leader once again. That instead of being a country that has been led by the political and thought processes of our colonizers, that we would set the agenda for the rest of the world. And today, in that congruent moment, when we see our economy rising, when we see our infrastructure building, when we see an aspirational India, but more than anything else, when we see confidence in every Indian we meet, confidence in our collective future, which is markedly different from the distraught nature of world affairs in other parts of the world, then we also say, why wait? Why wait for a tomorrow when tomorrow is here? Why wait to do something in the world of media 4 or 5 years from now when you know that you can do it today? And why, more than anything else, ladies and gentlemen, why hesitate? Why hesitate to dream? Why hesitate to take that next step forward? And that is why we have put together this entire magnificent news complex. One day, many of you watching this program, I hope to walk down the corridors of the Republic News Complex with you and to share with you what has made us put it together. Ladies and gentlemen, we say Republic Rising. What do we mean by Republic Rising? It's not just our story. It's the story of our country, ladies and gentlemen, that is rising through every cynical move, through every negative thought, and through every attempt to pull us down. For we know the future is ours. The Republic Media Network is clear about the nature of our enterprise. And I now want to talk to you a little bit about it. We are clear about our ideology. We are clear about the nature of our enterprise. We are absolutely clear about the direction that the Republic Media Network has to take. We know what we can do and we know the direction we want to move in. So here are a few things which we keep at the cornerstone of Republic Rising. Because from this news complex has to emerge a different nature of news. Ladies and gentlemen, just to tell you a couple of thoughts about Republic Rising. Firstly, Republic as a media organization is today the only completely professionally owned, completely independent news media organization in the entire country. And we believe in being so, we are a league apart, ladies and gentlemen, a league apart. People talk and crib about corporate ownership of news organizations, but we have done what we believed in. We have built a news organization larger, bigger, more impactful, with more reach, with more impact than any of the corporate-owned news organizations in this country, ladies and gentlemen. I can say that with pride today, and you know it. And we have done so with a clear agenda of journalistic independence. At the core of journalistic independence is not a statement but a belief that if a news organization can be financially independent, then it is editorially independent. People disagree with my view on it, but the fact is the Republic Media Network does not depend on anyone, does not need anyone's patronage when it has your support. So point number one, we are a truly independent and large news media organization. The second point is, ladies and gentlemen, we are very, very ambitious about where we want to go. This news media complex where I'm broadcasting from today is testament to our ambition. Every bit of infrastructure in this organization, every part of this organization is world-class. The technology that we have put into this setup is beyond the best of global standards. And yes, we put our money where our mouth is. We've not talked about doing something on a global scale. We are achieving something, ladies and gentlemen, on a global scale. Swadeshi intent, Bharatiya thought, and the best of global standards all put together in one. And we are very ambitious. We believe that we will be the largest news media organization of the world's largest democracy. That is absolute, clear, unfiltered belief in my mind, ladies and gentlemen. And that is why you will see this is only one of the many studios that we have in this complex, and each studio is different. Each studio has been designed by the best in the world, by the best in the business. And they have told us that what we put together at the Republic Media Network complex is truly, in a way, uncomparable. It is a class apart. The third point is, ladies and gentlemen, about the digital wave that is to come. The future is not print. You will be consuming a lot of news on digital and television. Today we are growing at about 25% every 2 months on digital, which means we are destined, ladies and gentlemen, to be the largest digital news media organization of the country, both on video and text. Many of you have missed us on the digital medium, and many of you ask me when I go to airports, when I meet you elsewhere, that, Arnab, we see you on television. Why don't you move into digital? Why are you not available on our phones? And I assure you, I promise you, that very, very soon, wherever you go, you'll have the surround sound effect, and Republic will be there with you. That is why we have invested in a wonderful, wonderful VFX, AR, VR studio, which we'll unveil over the next few days. That is why we have with us a tremendous studio where hundreds of people can sit together and listen to newsmakers in one platform within this complex. That is why from here we'll be broadcasting from the truly interactive new studios of Republic Bharat. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, from these studios, from these premises, we are building a massive global news studio. We've already built, and I'm happy to share with you, we have already built the physical infrastructure for a global news organization from Asia's largest news complex here in the National Capital Region. And I feel proud that we've been able to do that. But most importantly, I want to now speak to you about my team. I want to talk to you about those who've made it happen. And I want to tell you that for a very long time, ladies and gentlemen, journalists and people who create the content have been undermined in this country. And that has been the problem with many people who have run news media organizations. Let me be blunt. People who know nothing about news have run down journalists. People who know nothing about content have tried to teach content to the best content creators. And people who don't know the grammar of news have tried to speak down to people who do the news, to reporters, editors, and producers. I made a vow the day we launched Republic that we may not have the money, but we have the human talent and the clarity of enterprise. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, that when you add your belief to all those ingredients, what the sum total is. The fundamental premise of Republic is not to run down people who are not journalists, but to tell people to respect journalists, to respect content creators, to respect producers, to respect editors, to respect news editors, to respect the people who run news desks in this country. But most importantly also, and the message should go home to all who are watching this tonight, and I am saying this clearly so the message goes out to them, never to conspire against journalists because they do not have the ingenuity or innovation of effort to compete with them. Viewers, 3 years back, 3 to 3.5 years back, there was a determined, malicious attempt, a vexatious attempt, a sinister attempt, an ominous attempt, but more than anything else, a lowbrow attempt to try and extinguish the flame called Republic. Today, from these studios, from Asia's largest newsroom, from an organization that reaches the hearts of every Indian in this country, and wherever I go, when people recognize and tell me how much Republic is part of a life, of their life, I consecrate this effort of my team to the people of this country. And I promise and vow from this studio, from these news headquarters, to create with my team a new parallel, ladies and gentlemen, in the production and creation of news. And I can't tell you how remarkable my team is, how much they've stood by me. So many thought that when we went through troubled times, when there were thousands of FIRs against us, when they put me in jail, when they tried to conspire against this organization, they thought my team would break. But no, ladies and gentlemen, when professionals are challenged, when they are challenged to their core, when they are humiliated to the extreme, and then when they are pushed to the wall, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to thank all the people who tried to push us to the wall. All those who tried to push us to the wall, because you made us believe in ourselves that much more. Nothing can break Republic now. And we began to believe in our destiny, and that's when we began to ask ourselves the question, why wait for tomorrow when tomorrow is here? A very personal thought, ladies and gentlemen, that when we were challenged, when we were spoken down to, it is that when we started to bring the future forward. And we are completely convinced it is not a dream to build a global news organization from the soil of this country. That is our destiny. And when you're clear about your destiny, you will take baby steps towards it. if nothing else, on a daily basis. These may be drops in the ocean, but when they filter through the sieve of human innovation, when they filter through the sieve of clarity of thought, then those baby steps amount to a lot more. And you know, viewers, I believe in the domino effect. If you're watching me today, I know there will be a domino effect of this. I was told, why did you say in Moscow, before those who run BBC and CNN, why did you say in Moscow that India will be the place from where the hegemony of Western media will end? And the reason I said it, because I knew that thought would filter through and someone would be inspired by it. And I don't care beyond a point if I'm not the first person to do it, as long as it is done. Because this country completely deserves, and deserves now more than ever, a global news media organization. And when I walk through the passages of the Republic Media Network, when I meet all those, many of whom are still wearing, the construction caps, walking around my newsroom because it's still being finished up, and I see the smile in their heart and on their faces, I know that they feel they are buzzing with energy because they knew there's a different future which will be created from, yes, Aditi, I will, please. They know that from this news studio, we will be building a global news organization. So if you go around my organization today, if you go around my newsroom, you will find a lot of people going across and seeing parts of where the global news media organization will be built from. Viewers, at the core of everything is Republic TV. 2017, May 6th. Today we are 7 years young. And so many of you have wished us happy birthday. They say you must give a return gift when someone wishes you happy birthday. Our return gift to you, dear viewers of Republic, is Republic Rising. An all-new Republic, relaunched with the same energy, with the same effort, and with the same belief in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you Republic Rising on behalf of my entire team. And I look forward to seeing you tonight on Super Primetime Max at 8 p.m.